Hi, I'm professional sports handicapper Ross Benjamin reporting for the Offshore Gaming Association. That's OSGA.com, your number one source for information on the offshore sportsbook industry. That's OSGA.com. Well, I got three Major League Baseball totals picks on Saturday's card. They all come in the evening Eastern time. Before we get to those picks, we went 1-1 with our Major League Baseball totals on Friday, although the one push was on Pittsburgh in the Mets game to go under 9, and it landed right on 9 runs. Some of you were beneficiaries of this total going up to 9.5 later in the day. So there are some subscribers out there and viewers out there that did go 2-1 yesterday, but hey, um, I keep it honest here. I gave it out at 9. We're going to record this as a push on a record. Having said that, over our last 5 videos, how about 11, 2, and 1? Not too shabby, folks. Let's keep the winning going today, and let's get started with the game between the Arizona Diamondbacks and Miami Marlins in Miami at Marlins Park, 6:10 p.m. Eastern Time start. The total at 5 dimes right now is 7.5. The young left-hander Alex Young will make his fifth Major League Baseball start of his career, all coming this year. Since being called up from the minors in those first 4 starts, Young has posted a very good 2.66 ERA and a superb 0.73 WHIP. He's even been better than that in his 2 road starts with a 1.74 ERA and 0.77 WHIP. The Miami Marlins go with a youngster of their own in Jordan Yamamoto. Yamamoto, since being called up from the minors, has made 3 home starts at pitcher-friendly Marlins Park. And in those 3 starts, Yamamoto had a more than respectable 3.37 ERA and a solid 1.13 WHIP. Miami has allowed a combined 3 runs total in their last 3 games, all wins, and that's not bad pitching over that course of time. And Miami all year long has really struggled offensively. That's certainly been the case over the last few weeks. If you go back to their last 19 games, Miami has scored 3 runs or fewer in 13 of those 19 outings. They've also been able to accumulate just 7 hits or fewer in each of their last 7 games as well. This has all earmarks, of a low-scoring affair, and that's what I'm going with here. The Arizona Diamondbacks, Miami Marlins, under 7.5. Next game comes in the key NL Central matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Milwaukee Brewers from Miller Park in Milwaukee, 7:10 p.m. Eastern Time start. Bet Online currently has a total of 7.5, that's 9.5 in this game. Chase Anderson of the Milwaukee Brewers gets the start. It'll be his first outing of the year against the Chicago Cubs. Anderson did make 4 starts against the Cubs last year. All 4 of those games went under the total, and his excellent 1.13 ERA and 0.83 WHIP had a lot to do with those low-scoring games. Anderson has also been in very good form over his last 3 starts with a 2.20 ERA and 0.98 WHIP throughout those 3 outings. Milwaukee will be facing Southpaw veteran John Lester today, and the Brewers have faced 30 left-handed starters this year, and only 10 of those 30 games have gone under the total. That's just 33.3% of the time. Lester has made 1 start this year and 2 last year against Milwaukee. All 3 of those games went under the total, and Lester's 1.47 ERA in those outings was a key contributing factor to those low-scoring affairs. The Chicago Cubs have a poor 650 team OPS over their last 7 games, and the Cubs have also gone under the total in 8 of their previous 10 games. These teams have met 24 times in Milwaukee since 2017, and 16 of those 24 games, that's 66.7% of the time, have gone under the total. We're going to go with the Chicago Cubs, Milwaukee Brewers under the total of 9.5. The final game we're going to discuss is a interleague matchup between the Houston Astros and the St. Louis Cardinals, two red hot teams. Opening pitch is slated for 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Currently, as we speak, bookmaker has a total of 8.5 on this game, and I would highly encourage you get down as soon as you can on this game because I'm seeing some eights in various offshore sports books as we speak. Daniel Ponce de Leon gets a start for the St. Louis Cardinals, and in 4 home starts this year, Ponce de Leon has a more than respectable 2.53 ERA and a microscopic 0.90 WHIP. He'll be opposed by Garrett Cole for the Houston Astros, and the right-handed hurler. How about his last 7 outings? A 1.76 ERA. Houston has gone under the total in 7 of their last 8 games, and they've also, since last year, gone 13-2 under the total when facing National League opposition. The St. Louis Cardinals this year the St. Louis Cardinals will be facing a Houston team today that has a season slugging percentage of 474, and that's awfully good, folks. However, this is a Cardinals team that's gone under the total in 9 of 10 games this year against American League teams with a slugging percentage of 440 or better. So, again, the Cardinals have kept these explosive offensive teams in check, and they haven't produced very good offensively in those games as well. We're going to go with the Houston Astros and the St. Louis Cardinals under the total of 8.5. Repeating again, the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Miami Marlins under 7.5. The Chicago Cubs and Milwaukee Brewers under 9.5. The Houston Astros and the St. Louis Cardinals under 8.5. Those are your picks for Thursday, July 27th. Be sure to hit the subscribe button right below, folks. That's our OSGA YouTube channel. If you subscribe, it costs you absolutely nothing. You'll be alerted immediately upon me publishing any of my future videos. And as you can see, we've done extremely well with these videos over the course of the last 6 months. And I'd like to thank each and every one of you have showed a lot of support in that regard. Again, I'm Ross Benjamin. You can check me out at my personal website, rbwins.com. Those you'll find the games I wager the most money on myself. I've done very well with my Major League Baseball 10-star top plays, 40-22 over my last 62. rbwins.com, where you pay a little to make a lot. Until the next time, good luck with all your picks.